It's the same thing for voting. How in America we let people vote at 18, but you can't drink until you're 21. I feel like that needs to be flipped.
Yeah.
Like, let people drink at 18, but then let them vote at 21. I think we need to flip them.
Recently, just like last week, the Supreme Court overturned the Roe v. Wade. What's your thought there?
It's very controversial. The ruling was bad the first time it was done in the 70s. Even Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who is liberal, said it was a bad ruling. I think what's interesting is this is now at the state level. So more than ever, things can change faster and easier at the state level. So if anything, this gives people a better opportunity to change things statewide, and it also makes your vote that much more important. I think that there are instances where medically somebody is going to die, whether it be the baby or the mother, where it's necessary. Like you can't, if somebody's going to die, it's not healthy in any way, then that is a valid reason. But I feel like there's so much controversy with this, but I feel like ultimately it will give states the opportunity to do more, and it won't be up to the federal government anymore. It'll be up to your state government.
Understand. So they overturned this one, but it's on the federal level. Each state still has their own law in terms of the abortion or not.
So the states will decide now. So in Texas, you can't get one anymore, but in New Mexico, you can. If you look at a map, most of the states who have Republican governors are going to make it illegal. In most states that have Democratic governors, it will still be legal. I think there may be a few Republican-led states where it will still be legal. Like I think Arizona may be one of them. Because they have a Republican governor. It makes your vote at a state level count that much more.
It's unfair for people is not rich. For people who ever live in, like for example, in Texas, they want an abortion. Texas doesn't provide that. Then they can go to other states to do that, right? So that's legal. The thing is, it's gonna cost more. You have to go to other state and either drive or fly there. That's take money. And then I don't know if the insurance is gonna cover for them. These only affected poor people, but for people who is rich, it doesn't matter. They can go to other state to do it anyhow, right?
Yeah, that's like the next thing that it's gonna cause is the point you just brought up. Like people are gonna have to figure out a way to get to that. And say they live in like the Southeast is all very red. They're gonna have to go further,
right,
to a blue state to get what they need.
Yeah, I heard that some of people is so poor they even don't have money to take the transportation to go to hospital to do their cancer treatment or something. Because when my neighbor, she's a volunteer to raise money for these poor women who cannot treat their cancers, and they even don't have money to go to hospital, to spend on the transportation.
To get chemo.
Yeah. So there's lots of poor people out there. It doesn't matter for rich people, they can do whatever they want. For people who doesn't have enough income, if they are forced to have the baby, and the baby gonna live in not very good condition with them, and then they probably cannot afford it, something like that. So I think it's a bad idea to make it illegal from my standpoint. But anyhow, that's just my point of view. Another very sensitive question I have is the gun ownership. In the past couple of months, there are so many mass shootings all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on in this world, but as a gun owner, will you vote for more strict rule for gun ownership, or you have different thought?
I am all for more rigorous background checks on people. I am all for needing or requiring educational courses to people who purchase guns. I am all for there being an age minimum. I feel like if you should be able to vote, then you should be able to purchase a gun. So maybe we need to up the voting age to 21 and vote the gun purchasing up to 21. I'm all for things like that. But for me personally, as a law-abiding citizen who has gone through the steps to carry a gun on me at all times, like I should not be penalized for things like that. I feel like there are things that we can, like, we've got to get stricter background checks. I also feel like maybe we should help. It seems to be that a lot of these mass shootings are driven by people who are not mentally well. So perhaps getting to the root cause of the issue is a better recommendation than coming after guns.
Yeah.
It's a constitutional amendment. It's our right to bear arms. So I feel like there are definitely things we need to do and things that we can do.
Yeah.
But I do not feel like stripping people of their constitutional right is correct. There should be different requirements, like education. We need to be more diligent about that, educating people and teaching responsible gun ownership.
I feel the gun ownership law is very funny because kids cannot have the alcohol before 21 years old. Then you allow the kids to have a gun at the age
at 18. Well, and that's why it's the same thing for voting. How in America we let people vote at 18, but you can't drink until you're 21. I feel like that needs to be flipped.
Yeah.
Like, let people drink at 18, but then let them vote at 21. I think we need to flip them.